Hey YouTube, for today's video I'm going to show you how to install and upgrade the latest image that is recommended by Cisco on a Cisco 9300 switch. Okay, before we begin, I want to tell you that this switch is currently configured and running in bundled mode. What's the difference? Bundled mode is the method that you guys are familiar with. You've used it in 2960, 2960X, 6500, pretty much 6509, pretty much all these switches that you guys are familiar with, where you copy the image, put it into the flash, change the boot variable, and that's all. With installed mode, which is available in iOS XE, platforms that support this is the Cisco 9K, 4500X, 3850. You have this install mode where you copy the image again and then install it instead of just copying it. So let's take a look at the version that I'm currently running. It's 16.12.4. If I go to cisco.com, like software.cisco.com, then under this section access download, you will see that search for 9300 48T. Yeah, my license is Advantage. If I go to iOS XE software, then the one with yellow asterisk is the one that is recommended by Cisco. So all you have to do is to download it. But when you're downloading it, pay attention to this information right here, the SHA checksum and MD5 checksum. Just copy and paste them somewhere in your notepad. In this case, mine, this image is actually ending with 665. So you will just have to download it, and once the image is in the switch, just verify it. I'm going to show you how. So if I want to now install this image, we will have to first check the integrity of the file, and I'm going to list the file in the flash. It's right here. I'm going to check the MD5 value, which is done by MD5 flash the name of the file, and once the value is returned, then I can compare it with the one that I got from Cisco and make sure that this is actually the same image, the file is the same, and proceed with the installation. Okay, so the value appears to be the same. It starts with 4A and ends with 665. Yeah, so we look good in here. Okay, so previously I said this switch has been installed in bundled mode, meaning that switch is configured in bundled mode, and we will have to make some changes in here. The symptom that you can find out whether the switch is in bundled mode or install mode is that first check your boot variable. If it's booting from this particular image, that means you're running in bundled mode. And in this video, we're going to show you how to change it, how to convert it into install mode. Install mode, as I said, has its own advantages, and generally it's preferred. So in order to do that, we will have to make a few changes in here, and that is to run the install mode slightly differently than the normal way. So the first thing is that we have to go and say boot system flash packages.conf. That is the first one. So this is where things go slightly differently. And then instead of just saying the boot variable blah blah blah, I'm going to say install add file, and then location of the file, and in here I'm going to say activate. In normal install mode, if the switch has been previously configured with install mode, you will just say this, the switch goes through the installation and then later you activate the new installed image. But now we have to do it in one shot. Activate commit, and we are good to go. So I'm gonna click on enter, save the configuration, and the switch is now gonna go do its thing, and once it's over, it's gonna go through a reload, and then we will check it from there. And in here, of course, it says, please confirm you have changed boot config to flash packages.conf. We already did that, packages.conf. That's important. And then we click on, we type in yes, and then the switch proceeds with installation. Okay, in here it says it wants to go through a reload. Do you want to proceed? Obviously, yes. Okay, as you can see, the switch is back online. Okay, so the switch is back online. Let's just check the version and wow, that's not what I expected to happen. Let's see. Yeah, all the packages are here. Show boot. Okay, that is a problem. I should have removed this one, which I didn't. Okay. Here's the trick. I'm gonna say no to this and then add it again. What will happen is that if this one fails, at least the switch has a fail-safe to revert to. So let's just write this, and don't worry about this. It's I should have removed this one completely and then replaced it with this, but I didn't. I didn't really check this value, but that's fine. I'm gonna reload it one more time, and the switch should come back with a new image. Well, simply, if you have this value, if you have the old value in simply bundled mode, just remove it. Let's just do it. Remove it and get rid of it. In this case, I'm just keeping it there because I just don't want to screw it up in case something's wrong in the installation. At least the switch has something to revert to. So let's just reload it. Proceed, yes. And then the switch is gonna go through a reload pretty soon. Yeah, it started already. Okay, so the switch is back online. Let's connect to it. And show version. And successfully, we have upgraded to this release. Now, for that value, you can still keep it there, but I don't see a point, so it would be better if you remove it completely. Since the upgrade has been successful, we have changed the switch or converted the switch from the bundle mode to install mode. If you have any questions, feel free to comment it down below. If you find this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing if you're not a subscriber. Thanks.